Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. So it is that time of the month, the 2nd of October. Yesterday, Ripple did release 800 million XRP after releasing 1 billion coins, and the price surged over 1% in the last 24 hours. However, I don't think it was because they released coins. This one courtesy of Ian Bins on Twitter. I know there's been a lot of, naysayers, a lot of proponents who are very, very discontent with Ripple's releasing of the escrow, thinking, it's just pushing the price of XRP down. Not necessarily. I'm going to explain why in a second. It's funny that we're still seeing these coins being put back into escrow because, there's still not that utility. It feels like we've been seeing this now for a few years. Ripple Labs continues its monthly token unlock program with 800 million XRP deposited in its escrow account shortly after releasing 1 billion coins. Ripple Labs has unlocked a whopping 1 billion XRP coins from the escrow, and most of it, the majority, 80%, has been put back into escrow. According to Whale Alert, Ripple unlocked 1 billion XRP coins in 3 transactions yesterday. And you guys can see the transactions here from Whale Alert, one of 400 million. The next one here, 100 million. And I'm guessing the last one would be 300 million. It's not listed here, but the simple math adds up. And so Ripple did, in fact, lock back the majority of XRP coins it recently released from escrow. Meaning 80%, 800 million coins of the 1 billion XRP tokens. And again, guys, we're just not seeing the utility yet. We don't need, the ecosystem does not need 1 billion coins. And so, they're taking out the 200 million, what the ecosystem really needs right now. And so, this is why we're seeing Ripple, lock the coins back up into escrow for a later date. Now, there's going to be a point where, the coins are going to be utilized in a real world capacity, and we are going to need the 1 billion coins per month. Unfortunately, right now, that's just not the time. So, of course, the coins get locked back up. Now, I know there are proponents saying, releasing the escrow, that just dumps on the coin price. And, fundamentals of coin price don't just have to do with total supply. I mean, it is a one factor, but there's a lot more to analyze when looking at price. I happen to see this from Crypto Insight UK, 1 billion XRP released a month. This suppresses the price. Well, let's have a look at the math here. And guys, I'm not going to play this video, but I will read you the subtitles just because there's music in here and I'm not sure if there's going to be a copyright hit. So I will link this in the description of the video for you. So in the escrow, it's talking about how XRP, there's 46 billion XRP in the escrow. And in that escrow, there's like 40 billion. So XRP, okay, so we know 1 billion is released a month, but whatever they don't comes back out of the escrow and goes back in, normally about 800 million a month, just like this month. So they use 100 to 200 million a month. And a lot of people think that this circulation is going to increase the price. So he does some simple math here. He basically says that keeps the XRP price down and it suppresses it. This is at least what people think. If you actually take that out and just use basic math, if you get 100 to 200 million XRP a month coming into the circulating supply, that over a year is between 1 and 2 billion XRP tokens. So, you think about that, that's 1 to 2 billion tokens every single year. So what does that make up of? The circulating supply, that is currently 55 billion tokens. 1 to 2 billion tokens equals roughly about 2.5% of the total circulating supply. So 2.5 to 5% of the supply. Now, he mentions this, okay, which is nothing. Ethereum's inflation, okay, comparing it to Ethereum's inflation at like 6% every year until the hard fork happens last year. And now sometimes it's deflationary, sometimes inflationary, depending on network activity. And Eastern Manage, I know the subtitles are not perfect here, but basically what he's saying here is the way Ethereum is handled, we actually see more inflation for Ethereum, 6%, than we do for XRP, between 2.5 and 5% every single year if you look at it on an annual basis. So an interesting point that this guy makes here, and I do suggest you watch the video because I'm just reading these quirky subtitles coming up here on the video, and you get a better sense of what he says when you watch the video. But 2.5 to 5% compared to Ethereum 6%, it therefore does not make sense that taking these coins out of escrow would in fact push the price of XRP down. So I wanted to thank Crypto Insight UK just for bringing that up, because I do think that some people in the XRP community did need to hear this. Especially considering we hear a lot of FUD about the escrow every single month. Anyway, want to keep moving, guys. Crypto Eddie here posting this. Apparently, Harvard has released a new study, Harvard Business School case study on Ripple, the business crypto case, an analysis and solution. Now, she does post some screen grabs here, but if you guys want the actual paper here, you can apparently purchase the PDF from this link here. Essentially, it's about Ripple, the business of crypto, a case study analysis and solution. So just going over some of the highlights here. Step 1, reading the Ripple, the business of crypto case study. What do we got here? Step 2, we got Ripple case study analysis, and then the SWOT, SWOT analysis of Ripple and business of crypto. Step 4, Porter 5 Forces, strategic analysis of industry analysis of the business of crypto. And then some more here, they get into crypto, organizing and prioritizing the analysis into Ripple, the business of crypto study solution, implementing a framework, and then finally down here, taking a break. So it's going through the study, I'm reading the headlines, Ripple, the business of crypto case study solution. So, looking at the business of crypto, it cost $8, about $9 US. Looking at the business of crypto, of course, Ripple is a company that really has hit it out of the park in terms of the crypto industry. So probably a very good case study to analyze if, you're a crypto business and you want to get into crypto. But Crypto Eddie also mentioned that it's probably also a very good indication of where we could see an IPO valuation someday in the future because they do analyze Ripple as a business. Another thing she wanted to point out here was this thing that David Schwartz said about the XRP ledger particularly. I'm just going to read you guys this passage here. Garlinghouse and Schwartz pondered where future profits would end up as the cryptocurrency industry unfolded. Originally, it looked like there was no money in the search industry, okay? So talking about Google. What if Google made an operating system and browser instead? That would have been a huge screw up, noted Schwartz. We know we can't build everything. We're not going to be the exchange, wallet, the whole system. We have to get other people to build things. And this is why Ripple started the Spring Initiative that is now called Ripple X. To extend the analogy, what if we get people to build the things where the money is and we end up making the browser? That's something we struggle with. So explaining that, building on the XRP ledger is key to XRP demand eventually. Once there's more demand for XRP will command a higher price, but you need to build the infrastructure first, right? First comes the infrastructure, then comes price appreciation. So an interesting analysis here. Wanted to thank Crypto Eddie just for posting that. Cypress Domenicor here on Twitter posting this: to avoid being left behind, Finastra is speaking at this conference here, building a secure financial future for instant payments, the convergence of ISO 20022 and fraud detection. Guys, this is coming up next week. October the 10th, 2023, the financial landscape is rapidly evolving. Its approach to real-time transactions under the ISO 20022 standard, and financial institutions must take note. So Finastra obviously on this panel. As you guys can see here, Georgina Merriman is going to be speaking at this event. And just to reiterate here, of course, Finastra and Ripple do have a partnership, and you guys can see this is how Finastra does utilize Ripple, how it works. Customer bank, the Ripple and Finastra connectivity, the back office, payment initiation, then finally going to the end user, the correspondent banks using RippleNet Cloud. So just another point here that, Ripple partners are in fact doing their jobs too to help expand the ecosystem and help educate the financial sector on these types of payments. One of the things that Ripple had to struggle with at the beginning. Speaking of building, though, going back to what that Harvard business study was talking about, building, what David Schwartz was talking about particularly. Viet's Vin here bringing this up, the most comprehensive write-up by Daniel_WWF about public XRP ledger infrastructure, node clusters, what a cluster may do and why it is important. Everyone loves to focus on validators, but there's much, much more under the hood that makes it all work for users. So Daniel here explains it, and I'm not going to read this full thing because it is a fairly lengthy explanation, but I will leave it in the description of the video if you guys are interested, if you care to understand more about what's under the hood of the XRP ledger. Again, for me, I'm all about making money from cryptocurrency, but the technology plays a role in that. I'm about the trading though, guys. You can follow my trades, patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. I'm going to be opening up my other cryptocurrency positions to you guys too. So there was the initial idea of having, doing the trades, showing you guys what I'm trading this time around. But, I'm still holding the cryptocurrency that I've accumulated since 2017. So I'm going to open up everything to my patrons, $5 a month. I purposely kept it pretty affordable so you guys can follow me throughout until the top of the market when we all cash out. And I think this is really what gets people excited, making money. This is why we're in crypto, right? But the technology, of course, it is still part of the game. We need to build in order for those cryptocurrencies to have value down the road. And again, full disclosure, I am going to be keeping a portion of my XRP, but I'm going to be talking about percentages on the Patreon. And I'm even thinking I might start to do a regular live stream on the Patreon. So for those of you guys who have questions, maybe we'll get a little forum going and we'll try to do it fairly regularly on the Patreon. Again, patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. I only have one tier. It's only $5 a month. I think it's pretty good value if you ask me. And I mean, bombshell announcements were made this past weekend, guys. This is from Digital Perspectives on Twitter. Write it down or get a tattoo, but this has always been and always will be about XRP. So we know Brad Garlinghouse did recently get an XRP tattoo. I talked about it on the weekend, but it's got the riddlers going, and I gotta say, there are some interesting observations here that some people made, like Ashley Prosper in response to Alex Cobb. I would like to try my hand at decoding Brad's tattoo. So does this tattoo mean something? Again, I mean, we're still scratching our heads. It's a bit of a mystery. BG, Brad Garlinghouse, bearable guy? I don't know. But Ashley Prosper here noticed a few things, and there are some other riddle decoders in the XRP community that took their hand at looking at Brad's tattoo as well. So, I mean, I think it's pretty obvious. It looks like a part of a solar system or some type of astrological sign here. Neptune, Venus, she points out over here, the sun right at the top. So the coordinates, north, south, we got Uranus, Saturn and Saturn's rings, Mercury, Jupiter, the moon, Earth, Mars. And is this the Sirius North Star? So again, looking at it from a different perspective, planet 2, planet 4, planet 1, of course, we still have the sun, south and north. We got the Sirius North Star down here staying relatively consistent. But then there's the planets all the way around. And then the satellite orbit. It's very interesting. Is XRP at the center of the universe? Maybe that's what Brad meant. Maybe that's all it is. XRP is at the center of the universe. Some people down here commenting and showing their tattoos. A few other people did take a deep dive into this, like Yogini here on Twitter. Have a look and tell me what you guys think. Entirely different configuration, match with the date. She says, when I saw Brad's tattoo, I immediately saw planet configurations. I think that is fairly obvious. I've seen these planet configurations before in astrology charts I've posted over the years. So she's looking at some dates here, 4/18/24, which is close to Ashley Prosper's decode. Is this a date, guys? It's very, very close to the Bitcoin halving. With Neptune, Venus, it didn't quite come together fully for me, but close. She had to invert the image. I reversed it back. Also, I've completely rearranged the planets as I see them configured in sidereal constellation. So, February 29th, 2024. That's right. Next year is a leap year. 229922 leap year. Sun conjunct exalt. Saturn exact 2.28. I don't know what that means. Just past Leo. Full moon. So we're going to see a full moon February 24, 2024. Talking more about the stars and planets here, I believe the Earth is a large center circle with Starlink satellites circling the Earth. So that's an interesting interpretation too. She's kind of likened this to this astrological chart here, pointing out these coordinates, and then give some numerology in here as well. An interesting observation, but pointing out these dates, I think is could be significant. Early 2024. Additionally, I believe the Human Energy Center's Crown Third Eye overlay this as well, as they do in astrology. See the previous graph. So that third eye right up here, the sun, the third eye, Sun, Saturn, Aquarius, Venus, Mars, Capricorn, Jupiter, Uranus, Aries. So that's the crown, and you guys can see how all these planets link up. Earth is in the middle though, and we've got Sirius, guys, still that North Star. If you guys remember from the Bearable Guy riddle, there was that North Star and Brad Garlinghouse going straight to the moon. I mean, this kind of almost makes me think Brad Garlinghouse could be Bearable Guy. Things that make you go, So, you know, some people mentioning this, also the North and South lunar node switch signs on 7/13, which was the day of the result of the XRP status to Aries and Gemini, War and Justice. Try October 14th, 2024, because that's the date for real. If you turn the tattoo upside down, it points to, what is that, October 4th, 2023? Okay. Some interesting observations here. And guys, I will link these tweet threads in the description for you if you care to read further. Someone else named Crypto Mina here also did post this. Scottish Rite, Northern Star, jurisdiction confirmed. 13, Deg Royal Arch Prince the Ruler. Also noting that North Star, guys. Interesting to note that it all kind of revolves around that North Star. Staying consistent with what Ashley Prosper said. North Star down here, Sirius. North Star, of course, the Bearable Guy riddle. And what Yogini has mentioned as well. Finally, from XRP Music Minded Apes here, his tattoo is telling you the breakout date. Breakout date of XRP, the X logo, is the moon passing in front of the sun. Now, there were some people in the XRP community that were conducting some technical analysis, and their moon date coincided with, if I go back here, no, it's not going to show me. Oh, that was a mistake. I should not have done that. I'm going to go back here. I believe this was originally a retweet by Eggrag Crypto. That's where I originally saw it here. Let me just go back. I'm just going to open up Eggrag Crypto's, where was it here? Eggrag Crypto's Twitter profile and see if I can just find it real quickly here, because he did some technical analysis that did, in fact, bring a moon date. Here it is. Okay, that's where he said it. The moon date. I didn't say anything. Rolly337 did. So retweeting out XRP music-minded apes here. But essentially, he's being facetious, confirming that his moon date does coincide with this. Okay, so the technical analysis kind of showing us that the breakout is going to be roughly around April 2024. Then shows that screen grab, of course, of Brad's tattoo. And then this, guys, the Monday, April 8th, 2024, total solar eclipse will cross North America, passing over Mexico, the United States, and Canada. The total solar eclipse will begin over the South Pacific Ocean. The blockchain trapper down here saying, I got from the 3rd, 9th on my chart, so it'd be really interesting, that's for sure. And it's starting to show a breakout potential, especially for XLM, the USD chart. XRP usually moves around the same time. We know XLM and XRP do move pretty much in tandem when the market moves, sort of the same as they are highly correlated to each other. XDC moves as XRP retraces on the 8th. So interesting notes here. A possible moon date, maybe focusing on that North Star from the original Bearable Guy riddle. Total solar eclipses in North America, guys. Also notice this, another one from XRP Music-Minded Apes. Between 2001 and 2050, a total solar eclipse appears over North America a mere 6 times. Once in 2008, once in 2017. Now we've got 2024, and then I don't know what the future is going to hold, but he also says 2033, 2044, and 2045. Now, interesting years here, okay? 2008 was the year of the financial crisis, and we know out of the financial crisis is when Bitcoin was born. 2017, guys, was the last bull run that saw XRP heights really climb, culminating into the all-time high that we all remember to this date, roughly $3.30, and on some exchanges it was even higher than that. So is 2024, more specifically April 2024, a breakout date that we could see XRP really moon? I mean, according to Brad's tattoo, this is what some riddlers are suggesting, and I don't even want to touch on the fact that David Schwartz did call XRP's inter-year high back on April 13th, 2021, by tweeting out basically a statement that said, well, you know, you should probably take profits when they come. And on that specific date, I don't know if you guys remember this, I did a video on this when that happened. On that specific date that he made that tweet was when we did see XRP hit that inter-year high. So I have a feeling the crypto industry is very aware of when these cryptocurrencies move to new highs. So does Brad know something we don't know? April 2024? Things that make you go, That's just my opinion, though. I hope you guys are accumulating now, because before you know it, it's going to be too late. That's just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.